What up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's good?
How you doing? So I was following you for a good bit, man. You're just kind of impeding on the line, so... Is that funny?
Yeah, why? Oh, you think I was impeding on the line?
No, I saw you impeding on the line. I was behind you, bud.
Okay. What's your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Ritzel.
Officer
My badge
Ritzel?
number is 4009202.
Okay.
I mean, nothing's happening, but I'm just
Well,
trying to see, man, what, if you're all right, everything like that. I mean, nothing's happened.
yeah,
I'm not,
I know.
You're jumping in, you're good, man. All right.
I know I'm good. I know I'm good.
All right, but you're acting like you're kind of jumping on me, acting like I'm doing something to you. I'm just doing an investigatory stop, my man.
No,
So I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. I'm gonna shoot you straight. So I'm doing a DUI grant tonight. Okay. So I've been driving around the area.
Yes,
all right?
sir.
So I need to make stops, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's just investigatory stops. If you have no signs, which I don't see any, right?
Yeah.
Then basically I cut you loose.
Yeah.
All right. It's one of those things, man.
I get
I'm gonna
you.
shoot you straight.
Okay.
All right. So can I get your ID though, man?
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it, bud.
So let me ask you this. All right. So I just wanted to know, how was I? You said I was impeding.
Yeah. So you're so the left side. Was basically you're on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I get you.
Yeah.
I mean,
at first I was sitting there because, at first I was giving you the benefit of the doubt, right? Because like there was the construction stuff, so I get that, all right?
Yeah.
Man?
Potholes everywhere.
I got
everywhere.
you, man. Yeah. I'm right there with you, man.
Okay.
I can't fix that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So just kind of following you. Again, man, it's just one of those things, dude. I'm doing a DUI grant tonight, and just kind of making stops, and again, it's just one of those things. It's a little bit tougher to find DUIs. I will be honest with you. It is what it is.
I think.
I mean, you're not in trouble or anything,
I
man.
know.
Yeah.
And I'm shooting you straight.
I appreciate it.
So, I have an issue. I'm gonna just tell you my issue.
Yeah, you're good.
Don't take it personal.
No. I got you.
I have an
Never
issue
personal.
with police because I seem to get pulled over a lot, right? And I actually have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Where I just like it doesn't make sense to me the amount of times I get pulled over. So you said I was or on the line. I get it.
Yeah.
You stop me. You see, I'm cool, right?
I got you. Yep,
I'm
no,
actually
man.
I'm actually working.
Where
right?
are you working at?
I'm doing Uber and Lyft.
Oh, okay, cool, man.
So
got you.
I was just I get frustrated, man, because it seems like I can't go about my day. A lot of times, and it's Metro, it's Mount Juliet, it's a lot of different. Metro a lot though, you know what I mean? And it's always for like little stuff like that where I can't definitively, I'm gonna go get dash cameras, where I can't definitively say, no, I wasn't on the line. So I could have been on the line.
So, no, you're good, man.
Yeah,
Again, I'm gonna be honest with you, so I'm just gonna run this. I gotta, just document the stop. Doesn't really do anything. It's just, we always document stops, right?
I get you.
I got no indicators. Obviously, you're telling me Uber Lyft. I get that.
Yeah.
I spoke with an Uber Lyft driver back, it's gotta be months ago at this point. He was kind of saying the same thing to me. I can't explain that. The only thing I can think is you're on the road as much as probably we are, right? Driving. So maybe, they see that vehicle often. I don't know. I can't speak to others, right? I mean, right now, I'm just cutting you a warning, which is, it's nothing. To be honest with you. I can't explain all that stuff. I do apologize that, you're getting pulled over more than, I can't explain that, all right? It's just one of those things, man. So I'll be honest with you, all right, with this one tonight, and just, with different stops, things like that, and with the grant, things like that. I mean, I'm being a little bit more, I'd say a little bit more picky. Aggressive, yeah. I'll be a little bit more nitpicky,
bro,
trying to find.
I'm doing my very best to because I don't want to have hatred towards police, because you got a job to do, and I get it. So if I was swerving and shit, pull me over, bro. But when I constantly have to just get pulled over, I can't drive away, because then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, don't do that. I don't
you know what I mean?
that. Yeah, I don't recommend that.
And my last thing for you is, why would you? Because I was already gone. You stopped at the light.
Yeah.
Right. Why wouldn't you pull me over then? Why would you let me drive forward and then do it? So I pulled over because I was like, oh, he's definitely not pulling me over. If he wanted to pull me over, he would have did it a half a mile ago.
I understand that. So how I do it, I basically try to, again, just try to follow the vehicles, right? Like, so it's more of like a probable cause thing.
Okay.
Now, again, I will be honest with you. That was on me. I do apologize. That was on me. It was judgment. I thought I could make the light. Didn't. Obviously, I don't want to blow through a light for,
I get you.
get hit or whatever, cause some accident. So I will be honest. How I usually do things, I will be honest. I usually follow the vehicles, kind of, build that probable cause. So, for instance, and this is not happening right here, okay? But let's say I did pull. I'm gonna do a metaphor, right? I'm gonna do an off-topic thing. Let's say I pulled a vehicle over for DUI, right?
Okay.
They're gonna look at, and again, defense attorneys, things like that, are gonna look at like, okay, well, where was your probable cause? Like, okay, they impeded the line once. If you're following them and they keep doing it, like keep swerving, things like that, it kind of builds the case a little bit more. Does that make sense?
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
And so I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. So I'm like, like, again, same thing. Like, hey, there's construction, things like that. I will be honest though, again, with everything tonight, I have been a lot more nitpicky on things with my stops, and I will be honest.
Okay.
Again, doing the initiative, things like that, just trying to, again, it's one of those things. So it's basically a little bit more nitpicky to try to see, and for most of them tonight have literally been the same thing right here.
Yeah.
They're not intoxicated, not anything like that. It's just, it's one of those things.
I have such an issue with Metro, and it's really like you're the first police officer to come up to my window and I handed you my ID. Very first one. Because I'm trying to be better.
I got you.
You know what I mean? But it's frustrating that my privacy is always being ran constantly, bro, for no reason. No reason.
I get you there. So when we run stuff, so it doesn't go. I'm trying to think how to explain it. It doesn't go towards anything. So how it works is this. So I
know how it works. I know how it works. So you got to document everything.
I got you exactly.
But the whole process is I didn't commit a crime and you pulled me over.
Yeah. So,
That's my issue. I'm a law-abiding citizen and I did not commit a crime. You pulled me over. The probable cause or whatever, your suspicion, it is what it is. You're like at this point, it's like you didn't catch me in a act of committing a crime, which should be the only reason. Nobody called about me. Nobody said, hey, this Ford Fusion was swerving everywhere. So it's like, when does the investigation impede on my rights?
It's one. Okay, so basically with traffic stops, right? And so we don't do stats anymore. I'll be honest with you. When it became stats, like people were pulling over cars, exactly what I just did, like very nitpicky. They were pulling them over constantly. Like you'd have cars get pulled over 5-6 times in a night.
Yeah.
Like literally, you drive like 2 feet and you get pulled over like 5-6 times because we were going for something.
Oh, it's happening to me before.
Now, so as to be honest with you, man, I know we're going back and forth, and I'm again cutting you loose, right? As petty as it may seem, it's something that, like, even as small as that, right? Even as small as like impeding the line, which is very, very small, very petty. And I told you that, I was honest with you. It's very small, very petty.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's one of those things that even the smallest thing, like if you had a tag light out, I could pull you over. Things like that.
Yeah.
Now, again, it's one of those things. Now, again, I understand. Frustrating. I get it. Now, I don't sit there and run tag and see they pulled you over X amount of times or any of that stuff. Usually it's when I'm talking to, the individual and they're like, hey, it's frustrating, things like that. I have no, like when I pulled you over, I didn't know anything about you. Didn't know anything.
I get you.
What I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like, it's one of those things.
I get you, bro. I get you.
So,
I'm in a really good mood and just like just do what you gotta do, bro.
So this is my work phone.
Okay.
Right? I just have to document. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do for you, my man. All right. So you're good on my end. Okay. I'm just gonna take a quick picture. All right. It's my work phone. Everything gets deleted. I do not care. I do not look at these. Nothing like that. All right, man. So because I want to cut you out of here. I want to cut you loose. All right. So this is for you, my man. And you're good to go. All right, bud.
Give me a handshake, bro.
So
pleasure talking to you. Listen.
Pleasure talking to you. So my thing is, I apologize cutting you off. Again, for me, I have zero bias on anything I do, right?
Yes, sir.
I
genuinely, I believe you.
Yeah,
I do. I believe you a little bit. A little bit.
And so the other thing is, and like, I want to be straightforward with you, as well as like, again, at the end of the day, it's like I'm civil servant
Yeah.
to y'all,
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
assistants, right? And obviously, I want to make the experiences a good experience. I don't want to have an experience like you're telling me. I don't want you to be like, I've run into people who are like, I don't like the police, things like that. From experiences, I get it.
Yeah,
100%.
If you've seen some of my videos, you're like, oh, this guy does not. But I'm trying to calm down because as much as I could, I realized like, bro, y'all have to do a fucking job. Because if we didn't have no police, shit would be crazy, right?
It would be a different animal.
So I'm trying my best to just I went to court with Largo, and it ended up costing me way more fucking money. Because
I'm going to court for this. Don't worry.
I know, but I realized with me trying to fight the good fight, I realized that the whole system is in cahoots. The courts, the police, the everything. So me doing certain things, it's a waste of my time and a waste of money. So I'm gonna just get registration like every time because I don't want to keep escalating the situation. I fought a good fight where I'm like yelling at police, but it gets me views on YouTube, which is cool. But I don't want to be known for doing that my whole life, right? I would rather not have to encounter police.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And how I go about it too with people I deal with is my hope is if you do encounter us, it's for a good thing, right?
Yeah.
It's for either maybe you're on Broadway, you go to Titans game, whatever it is, man. You're going to a concert and you just see us hanging out and you're like, hey, how you doing? Whatever, like something that, or you go to, I don't know if you do any like charity type work. You see us at like a charity event, or something. We're doing some event downtown, in Midtown, whatever, right? And it's just like, hey, how you doing? That's what I hope, like, the interactions are, right?
I love Diesel, Officer.
Yep,
That's
I
my
know.
guy, bro.
Yep.
He's cool.
Yep.
Like, but every time
He's a big dude.
He's a big dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I like talk to people, officers, now some of them are dickheads, bro. Pieces of shit.
So
But a lot of times when I have this conversation, I get it, bro. So I'm trying to be,
So how I put it with people is basically it's like in anything else, right? I always say there's weeds in the grass everywhere you look.
Yeah.
And same thing across all law enforcement, first responders, military, all that, right? And again, my thing is how I try to do about it. Obviously, is like one, I want to have the person have a good experience as well as again to have hopefully that mindset change. Because obviously I've seen the news, like I know the look on police is not great, so like that's it, like I mean, if I'm able to have like an interaction like tonight, right, and I know I'm holding you for a while, I apologize there.
It's all good,
but
bro.
it's like if we can have like a good interaction, right, and we're having a good interaction, I believe, right,
Yeah.
and it's like, and you kind of have that that change of a mindset, right, so you have that change of a mindset in the sense of like like a better interaction. So you're not like, hey, I've dealt with police in the past and they all suck, right?
Yeah.
And now you're getting that interaction of like, I've actually seen some who are like, whatever it may be, or you're talking to your friends, whoever, and they're like, man, I hate Metro, whatever it may be. And then you're like, yeah, well, I've dealt with a few of them. They've actually been really cool. So it's like things like that. Like
For
that's
sure.
what we're trying to, build is the community policing and the community, itself. Because at the end of the day, y'all are what matters.
And I will say Metro is way better than Wilson. So
I haven't been out. I mean, I've been out to Mount Juliet. I obviously haven't dealt with, the Wilson County and stuff like that, like in that regard. But so I can't explain that. But again, I'm cutting you loose. You're good.
I get you, bro.
I do apologize. I apologize.
I gotta get you on
you've had that
camera though, bro.
experience.
I gotta get you on camera
I
for the
gotcha.
channel. Say what up.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? So and everything like that. But again, hopefully, this is kind of. Again, I'm hoping it's like the last time kind of thing and everything like that. You can have a good experience with us.
For sure.
And things like that. But
and bro, like last words, like just, I mean, I'm not. I do understand you gotta do a job, bro. So that's where I'm literally trying to shift my mind, like. But there is a point to where, damn, like it gets a little frustrating. But I'm like I said, I'm trying to like be more. Go with the flow, bro. Like, I mean, if my rights get taken away, if I get taken advantage of, we'll pursue that a different way. I'm no longer like arguing with police on the side of the street. You know what I mean? So
and that's the thing is like, and I at least when I can only speak to myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is trying not to do anything like that. That's the thing that I'm not trying to do. I'm not trying to go get your rights by any means, things like that. Again, I know I've been kind of a broken record, and so I will be honest with you, like, this stop was very, very much petty in my mind, like for myself.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And it's one of those things. So again, hey, that's on me.
No,
But,
you
know,
good. And
yeah.
bro, I'm
So,
telling you,
yeah.
you good. Like I get the game. Like I know, and I know there's other people who
Like,
may.
again, you've been very, I apologize cutting you off.
Yeah.
You've been, again, very compliant, very good. You know, I mean, it could have been a whole nother, you know, you could have yelling and screaming, all that stuff.
Bro,
you know?
if you would have got me 8 months ago, like I would have like get your supervisor, get back
call 'em
up.
all,
I would have rolled all the windows up, all types of
yeah.
shit, bro.
And,
Like,
and my thing would have been like, I'm only, you know, I'm just giving you a warning. Like,
Yeah,
so, I mean,
yeah.
it's kind of like, you know, one of those things. That,
I feel
know,
you.
But again, have a blessed one. Have a good one.
yes,
and
sir,
safe
bro.
one,
You
all right?
too.
Have a good one.
I
all right?
appreciate you.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Take care. I got warrants like a motherfucker.